So I think we have a new goal. We still want to check out this place, but the rebreather will help us immensely. So we might have to retreat for the moment, and then come back and try again. Before we head back, actually, what do we need to make a rebreather? Just in case it is anything that's over this way. Not that I really know what is over this way. Rebreather. We need silver. That I think we can find closer to base as well. A root pustule found in kelp caves contains highly reactive compounds. Herbivore small spinnerfish. A bizarre fish with star-like fins, which it spins to generate propulsion. Capable of very high speeds in a straight line. Slow, wide turning circle. Like other small prey fish, they feed on a variety of seeds and grasses around the seabed. Assessment edible. Cool. Nope. I think that's storm noises. Repair tool is also something we need to pin. Completely forgot about how much damage I used to take in the sea moth. And while this thing does seem sturdier, not that sturdy. But now the rebreather will help. That way we can better utilize our smaller oxygen tank. A bigger oxygen tank would have been even better, to be honest. Okay, we'll go ahead and get out of here. Come into here. Pin those recipes. Personal equipment. Rebreather. Pin it. And tools. Repair tool. Pin it. So the good news is the silicone rubber. We'll make 2 of them from 1 cluster. Everything else... the silver, which I don't think we have any left of. Nah. But yeah, everything else should be relatively easy. We'll look for argonite outcrops, or argontite. As well as, hopefully they'll be near the creepvine stuff. If I can remember where the creepvine stuff was. Okay, I see some over that way. So a mesh requires 2 pieces of the creepvine sample itself. And then we just need 1 seed cluster. Yeah, our oxygen tank still doesn't take us very far, fortunately. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up 2 of those. Oh no! Hi, buddy. Did you really?
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby.
It totally just grabbed my knife. Did we get enough? We did not get enough creepvine sample. Ended up grabbing too many seed clusters. But the good thing is the knife was probably the best thing it could have taken because it's the easiest to build. But yeah, that thing definitely was grabby. Oh, there it is.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So we got the 1 silver. Can we get a second one? Let me get my oxygen first.
Oxygen.
No. But there are more of them around. Another laser cutter fragment. Definitely something we want. Sea monkey egg. Not something we necessarily want. Little thieves.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, it sounds like we swam right past it. Wasn't seeing it, but oxygen's becoming an issue. Back down we go. Yeah, and this is also one of those things where some kind of depth indicator, is it above me or below me, would be useful. There we go, we got the silver we need. Wouldn't hurt to collect more, but not our current goal. Head back over to little base, rebuild our knife, little stinker. That was the thing that froze me, a brine wing. Interested to learn more about that little guy. Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby.
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby.
Personal log. Mischievous monkeys.
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby. If I didn't know better, I'd say they're after my supplies.
Yeah. Little jerk. Brine wing is a carnivore. A medium-sized predator known to spit supercooled salt water to freeze its prey from afar. A large bladder on the brine wing's underside fills with seawater as it swims. Some water is filtered out through an internal membrane, leaving behind a strong saline solution. Two flat, transparent, extendable fins act as radiators, releasing heat and cooling the bladder's contents. The brine wing can then contract its bladder, expelling the supercooled brine and freezing the seawater up to several meters away from it. While warm-blooded life forms may suffer minor injuries on contact with the brine, it is not cold enough to freeze most vertebrates. The real danger is being helplessly encased in a block of ice, sinking ever closer towards the brine wing's jaws. Assessment: beware of a full bladder. Roger that. We won't really know when that happens. But, tools. First, let's make our silicone rubber. We accidentally grabbed one too many, but it's a good thing, because we had to remake the knife. Personal tools, knife. Might as well make the wiring kit. We have enough to make the repair tool. Unpin it. So we just need the extra fiber mesh. To make the rebreather. Well, not an extra fiber mesh, but the extra creep vine sample. Darn sea monkeys. If the knife is the most that they'll take, that's fine. I would hate for them to take something important, though. Okay. Now we can make our fiber mesh. Then we'll have access to deeper sea breathing. Not, oh yeah. And there we go.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths. Breathe the freedom.
Hoorah! Drink some water. Actually, we need all three of those. Store the root pustule. I'm sure that'll have a use at some point. Some extra things. Alrighty. I think we can try this again now. Now if I can just remember exactly how to approach. Oh, actually, let's put our repair tool back on. Or not back on, but on. Put it over to the Sea Glide for the moment. Oh, I also just realized the Sea Glide's smaller than it used to be. I think it was a 3x6. Now it's a... Or, not 3x6. Wow, that would be huge. 3x2. Now it's a 2x2. Excellent. But yeah. Repair tool. To repair a sea truck. Yeah, pretty. Oh, but this thing repairs slower than it used to. Jumps up by 2% instead of like the 5%, I think. Not to fear. Okay. Can we find our little landing strip again? Pretty sure going in the direction of the alien distress signal is a good idea. Then down a little lower. Well, maybe not down yet. We still have a little ways to go. Swing around. Oh boy. Minimal damage, not too bad. Okay. Oh, that looks like one of the guys. Actually, is this the one we just got the rebreather from? I think it is.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
So I feel like we kind of ended up right where we needed to be. On accident, of course. Let's swim around a little bit and see what we see. Gonna have to rely on those brain doodads, I think. Oh. You know what? If I was smart... Also, we can hear the S.O.S signal, so that's a good sign. Just gonna re-get my oxygen back real quick. The Sea Glide will make this a lot easier as well. Okay. Oh. Got our oxygen back. Let's get back out. I'm sure these little guys kind of indicate, hey, go here. And we'll pick these up whenever we can. Oh yeah, I think we found a spot. Like I said, hopefully... Oh yeah, it looks like one of those spots that we can go into. Look around briefly. You're an egg. Some kind of creature. Yeah, I think this was really the only approach vector.
Section power critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking. We're running out of time.
Interesting. Okay. Anything different with the alien robot? This device is of alien origin, although its design is relatively simple. Purpose. Its low threat level is at odds with the advanced technology apparently available to its designers, suggesting it was intended more to patrol alien facilities and repair damaged infrastructure than to deter invaders. Design. Despite its simple design, this construction is quite elegant in its minimalism. 4 electromagnetic legs allow it to traverse floors, walls, and ceilings with reasonable speed, and appear to be replaceable. Internally, there are a few moving parts, rendering this construct energy efficient and resistant to wear over time. A rechargeable ion-based power reserve ensures it continues to operate. Now I think that's pretty much the same thing. But yeah, then we have the S.O.S signals. Alien facility talked, and there's a voice within. They're running out of time, so we should probably try to help them. Oh, and this still is highlighted as new for some reason. Alright. So, looks like they did just build into a cave side this time. It's not a full-blown facility.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
Interesting. Did we learn anything about the architects from our first Subnautica playthrough? We might have, and I just don't remember. I see some more ion cubes. Kind of trying to explore a little bit. We didn't require an alien tablet to get in this time. I wouldn't mind if they did away with that system. Probably replace it with something different, though. I have a feeling these will be quite valuable. Huh.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped. Warning. Sanction power critical. Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Well, this is already much more communication than we had in the previous game.
Storage medium accepted. Brace from Chester.
Brace?
What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer complete.
So not the PDA then.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component!
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me.
Hello?
This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Yeah, it really seemed like they didn't have a lot of time. Architect containment cube. Let's see. While advanced human civilization has attempted for centuries to develop successful... Oh, wait. We weren't at the top of the screen. Gotcha. While advanced human civilization has attempted for centuries to develop successful whole brain emulation techniques, it appears that the architect race has built a platform for accomplishing this holy grail of life extension technology. Physically, the containment cube appears to be comprised of a redundant array of quantum holographic storage layers, supporting a hyper-dense capacity of 35 bits per electron. The energy field that feeds a suspended animated cube also serves to power the operating software, allowing the intelligence and storage to maintain consciousness throughout the storage period. Once stored, a consciousness has been transferred out of the cube. The component parts will become inert. Without witnessing and carefully observing the backup process, it is difficult to ascertain how the transfer works and whether or not the process is truly lossless. So they basically put a consciousness inside a computer, although less of a computer or maybe more of a computer. Oh, hard to tell. I mean, it didn't seem like a computer as we know it, but maybe as they knew it. That's actually pretty darn neat. I would love if that technology is available by the time I get old. Part of that whole wish for immortality, I guess. Could have taken the upper path, but we never fully took this lower path, so I'm curious about it. We could also unpin this beacon since we've been here. And this is probably how, well, I don't know if we'll necessarily learn story stuff from the voice in my head. I would turn you to a color indicating we've already seen you. That'll make this our next target. The pilot, Marguerite, I believe. I do think there might still be more to explore down here. Like, this seemed like it led specifically where we were headed. Oh no, that was the other one that I saw. So maybe not then. Okay, yeah, it looked like there might have been two paths then. So maybe less to explore here than I initially thought. Looks like we've scanned most of this. Could go deeper down. Might be dangerous to do so. What are you? Fabricator module fragment. We don't have that. Oh, as much as I just want to go all the way down, I wish we had a bigger tank for that. Let's grab some of this oxygen. Yeah, until we have more of a reason to go down, I don't think we should. We'll just have to remember there's more to explore here, if we find ourselves running into walls. Actually, I really didn't need that brain plant. We're right next to the sea truck. T to answer.
We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al-An.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient, spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
The precursor race. But What are you doing here?
That is a long story. Perhaps you will prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your databank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
Well then. Okay, it doesn't show up as a new blueprint. That was that whole conversation. Tech, vehicles, C-Truck Fabricator module. Oh, it was a C-Truck Fabricator. I was thinking I don't know why I thought something different. Contains one wall-mounted unique fabricator and a small amount of additional storage space. The fabricator module allows operators to craft everything available on a standard fabricator, while additionally offering the ability to construct C-Truck modules. Failure to attach this module for trips lasting longer than 8 hours absolves the manufacturer of fault in all incidents regarding caloric energy intake deficiencies. NB. This module is powered by the C-Truck's main cabin. Also, I don't know what NB means, to be perfectly frank. It keeps coming up. That's fine, though. Oh, there we go. Research, architect, storage, media. We just had to wait a second, I guess. While we have evolved beyond physical attachment, it is traditional to navigate space-time in conjunction with mobile, biomechanical storage media, altered and evolved over time to serve the inhabitants' needs. While it is possible to transfer between media at will, there is some comfort and prestige in improving a body over time. We have settled on a popular format for these media, though there are exceptions. It is a heavily modified version of our pre-civilized bodies. It provides good mobility, easy adaptation, and is easy to fix. In case of disaster, we can back up our data patterns to a sanctuary site for later retrieval. Storage in this fashion is safe, provided a consistent power supply. However, unique perspectives and traits, which arose from the interplay with the original medium, are lost. It is like a factory reset. It is recommended individuals be restored to a compatible medium as soon as possible. Such hollow vessels may be fast grown from seed, using specialized blueprints and materials. While it's technically possible for an individual to copy their data in order to duplicate themselves ad infinitum, such behavior is considered beyond rude, and any self-respecting architect would resolve such a circumstance by immediately deleting themselves. Well, maybe they're saying that immortality is bad? Because, yeah, this would be the possibility of immortality. Also, it would appear... Oops, did not mean to leave. My bad. Oh, I just had a thought and I lost it. Well, let's not hang out right at our crush depth. What was I thinking? Crap, was that a different kind of fish? Totally ran into it. I'm sorry, fishy. Oh, I can't believe I lost the thought I had. Spiky boy. Well, while I try to get that thought back, yeah, it seems like they kind of get memories of their bodies, but once they transfer bodies, that stuff kind of goes away. So maybe less of a loading your consciousness into... Hearing a lot of... Maybe there's just a lot of those creatures around. Yeah, maybe less of a immortality and more of a rebirth kind of thing. Like they have some innate knowledge they keep with them the whole time. but new memories go away. I'm guessing this is a new biome. I don't know. Maybe I should get out and try to scan these purple flames. I don't know if they're different. Oh yeah, fumarole. Don't know if that's bad for me. These blister-like fumaroles are vents of steam and volcanic gases that cycle through stages of accumulation and release in hidden chambers deep beneath the ocean floor. The gas mixture emitted by fumarole typically contains carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and hydrogen sulfide, sourced directly from bodies of magma. The vibrant, violent explosions seen here get their distinctive purple hue from the additional presence of gaseous iodine in the mixture. None of that sounds good for me, so don't swim through those probably. But yeah, I figure we might as well check out this pilot thing, since we're doing pretty good food, water. We might actually get to scan one of these. They keep getting away from me. The crash fish. Yep. That's fine. Oh, you had a creature egg instead of sulfur. I don't think I want to grow those. Like, maybe there's a reason for it. Oh, this is pretty deep too, apparently. I was sitting there thinking it was more surface level. We'll get close. Oh, that's new. That looks like maybe one of the reefback leviathans, but more whale-ish than glow whale. So yeah, even more whale-ish. Got it. These look like floating trees. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff on the surface. Let's get some of our oxygen back. Nope, not the fumarole. Indigenous life forms, fauna, carnivores. Oh yeah, crash fish. This unusual species has developed an emergency defense mechanism based on mutually assured destruction. Forward-mounted eye enables a creature to identify and track potential predators. Sulfur plant. The sulfur plant has evolved to feed on sulfuric compounds secreted by the crash fish, which makes its nest within its leaves. Stronger, more protective plants provide superior nesting grounds, which in turn provide the plant with more nutrients from larger crash fish. Defense mechanism. Concentrations of sulfur build up on the organism over time. If the crash fish collides with something at sufficient speed, the spikes on its torso are impacted, triggering an explosive chemical reaction. Assessment. Equip stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar before approaching shallow caves. Or just take the hit. Leviathans. Glow whale. Glow whales are communal leviathans approximately 30 meters long, often found swimming in the open ocean and occasionally breaching the surface. Photophores. Glow whales contain several types of bioluminescence. Perhaps the most noteworthy are their photophores, which are incandescent glandular organs found at the corners of their eyes and the pods at the tip of their sail-like pectoral fins. Kinda see them on the picture. Glow horns. The glow whale's blue horns behave similarly to tuning forks. The horns receive waves of sound in the water and help glow whales identify members of their pod from a distance. This ability is also used in hunting shoals to determine positioning of potential food sources. When pods of whales are at play, they emit a harmonious series of notes that resonate in their horns and release a series of chemicals that appear to create a joyful response in nearby whales. This note's frequency is too high to be heard by human ears. Assessment, passive, harbors barnacles and algae. Okay, we didn't see the barnacles or algae, but also didn't take too good a look. I'm also curious about these trees. Are they scannable? Maybe one of the pods? Oh, they got big old mouths. There's a pod. Oh, yeah, we are in a pod of whales. That's pretty neat. Rising lily pad. Oh, so that's what those are. Is they're opened lily pads. Let's see if we can't find some of the barnacles and stuff. Algae, maybe. Oh, there's something. Interact. What's that? Oh, we can ride them? Will they surface? Well, we got oxygen. But apparently we can ride these guys. Didn't say that in my PDA. Now we're kind of playing with the whales. This already is pretty neat. However, we don't have infinite oxygen. So sorry, buddy. Oh, sea truck. Speaking of which, hopefully they aren't going to damage my sea truck. Not on purpose, but just by running into it. Okay. Focus back on our task at hand. We want to get close to this. I imagine it's something we can go into. Are those old lily pads? What's going on there? And that little green spot definitely... It's kind of an indication that maybe another alien spot. Did we bring water? Something I didn't even think about. No, we did not. Well, let's hope Marguerite's hospitable. Also, is this scannable? This looks different. Fallen lily pad. That was a correct assumption. A newt fish. That's new. All kinds of new stuff down here, looks like. Well, maybe not. Okay, I lost my signal. Pilot last known position. Let's head back over that way. I remember these were pretty important. The gel sacks. That's how we made aerogel. So we'll collect that for sure. Oh, last known position. Isn't even the whole story. Darn. So maybe somewhere on the surface, or maybe deeper. Oh, that's hard to tell. Oh wait, no, now is it like a trail to follow, I guess? Let's see. Sea Truck Aquarium module fragment. So we're gonna have to find all the different fragments of all the different modules. Blooming raindrops. Oh, we might have a bunch of stuff to read again. Alright, Marguerite, where are you? Exosuit, thermal reactor, module fragments.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And no, I think it is just the same spot. I thought maybe it was making a trail for me to follow. That does not appear to be the case. So if Marguerite's not closer to the surface, might have to come back after we're filled up on water. Curious what these lily pad things are. Did we read anything about the lily pads? Maybe it's dangerous to stand on top of them. Fauna, carnivores, newtfish. That's a carnivore? A small predator which eliminates the need to overcome its prey by simply swallowing it whole. With its colorful markings, the newt can easily pass for a small herbivore. That's kind of what I thought. Allowing it to sneak up on its prey. What looks like a beak is in fact a single, stretchy, extendable lip lined with barbed-like teeth. Once within reach, it envelops its prey, drawing it inside its stomach before retreating for several weeks to digest its meal. And there's a little demonstration of it happening there. But yeah, it definitely passes an herbivore to me. Flora, exploitable, gel sac. These organic structures grow on cave walls. Purple sacs, which arise from the surface, contain a low-density gel laced with spores. These burst from time to time, floating towards the surface and attaching onto the next rock face they encounter. While the gel sac is edible, its low density renders it an invaluable advanced construction material. Assessment edible, aerogel construction applications. Definitely utilize it more for that. And C, blooming raindrops. These aquatic flowers grow in various biomes. The thick bioluminescence bulb that grows out of the top of the stem stores nutrients when sunlight is in short supply. Cool. The fallen lily pad. Eventually, mature lily pads die. While the large leaf allows for an effective area for photosynthesis, there are limited nutrients stored in the earth entangled in its floating root system. When the mature lily pad runs out of nutrients, it will begin to wither and fall back to the seabed, which begins the cycle anew. The fallen lily pad provides nutrients for young seedlings to grow, and provides temporary nutrients for other floral and fauna. Rising lily pad. The lily pad starts to rise as a result of underwater gas exchange. As the lily pad engages in photosynthesis, it takes in carbon and emits oxygen. Unlike other plants that emit the oxygen directly into the water, the lily pad stores oxygen in its sealed fan. Eventually, enough oxygen is stored that the lily pad becomes buoyant. The root system pulls a chunk of the seabed up on its way to the surface. So that's why we see a bunch of floating rocks. Cool. And tech, the Sea Truck Aquarium module. External vacuums on this module collect live specimens from the surrounding water and deposit them safely and humanely inside glass tanks, which can then be accessed from inside the truck. Many years of technological endeavor produce the pressure-resistant single-sheet, nano-reinforced glass of the tanks. This remarkable feat of engineering creates an optimal enclosure for the study and observation of contained fauna. It also sounds like a mobile fish farm. Blueprints, aerogel. Yep. Let's get out real quick. Are these the mature ones that we can scan? Yep, mature lily pad. I want to know if it's safe to walk on them. Mature lily pad. Once the rising lily pad breaches the surface, its sealed fan slowly releases, causing leaf to unfurl into a large flat circle that floats atop the surface of the water. Despite its size, the mature lily pad is able to float due to surface tension. Let's see if we can't get on top of it. Yep. Totally can. Except right in the middle of a storm. And as far as I could tell, other than the awesome whales, no real reason to be up here. So, this trip to find Marguerite, kind of a bust. Let's go ahead and get back. Get some water going. We are a little ways away from home. The signal will still stay, so we can go back to try to find her again. But at the moment, we're kinda without any definite direction. Not the end of the world. It might be time to work on a temporary base for things like battery charger, storage. Well, we're not even going to call it a base, we'll call it an outpost. Because we're going to want to make a real base somewhere. No idea where yet. We don't have the abandoned drop pods to use as a basis on where I want to build. We also have the Altera map that we could utilize to try to... Am I being chased? Those things are loud. But yeah, we have the Altera map that we can try to decipher to find one of those facilities. Would really like a bigger scuba tank, but I don't think that's going to fall into my lap. We also have a lot more exploration that we could just kind of roam around and hope to find something good. That's probably Sea Truck. That's fine, we kind of need more titanium anyway. Yeah, Sea Truck fragment. Luckily those seem to be pretty abundant nearby. Kind of made it easier to build a Sea Truck. But now they're more of a nuisance than anything else. Because we could find something cooler. Oh, also we do want to try the coffee machine in our base, or outpost, to see if the thermos will allow for more overland exploration. But first things first, we need some water. There's some bladderfish, but probably grab them from my fish farm, which is right over there. Bladder. Less bladderfish than I was expecting. Grab some hoopfish. Kind of keep our eyes peeled for bladderfish. There's one. And another. And another. Grab this one. Swim back around for this guy. Yeah, there's still lots of exploring we could do. Just aimless wandering. Pick a direction and go. So it's not like we're out of options. Resources, advance, that's aerogel. Make us some water. Then we'll cook us a little fish food. Go ahead and eat the fish. Drink 3 waters. Good to go there for the moment. Let's go ahead and grab habitat builder out of there. Repair tool we don't need at the moment. Put the mineral detector away temporarily. Gonna need some of this titanium. Actually, we're gonna want the mineral detector too, for the things that require. Once they do go rotten, everything hurts for eating one of the frost anemones, but maybe we'll get a chance to plant them. Yeah, the mineral detector might be required for some of the resources for our base. What else can we put away for now? Keep the spare battery. Put the ion cubes away. And yeah, since this will just be an outpost, build it relatively nearby. Put this into slot 4. Yep, there's my habitat builder. Somewhere that has potential for solar. We'll do X compartments right here. And probably just do the same formation we did last time. So extend each wall out. Then I compartment. Oh, it's running into stuff. Darn. Maybe we should have built it a little bit higher. Deconstruct. Get our air back. Yeah, like it's actually hard to find a good clear spot. Maybe right here. This looks clear enough. X compartments. Try to clear any of the fauna and stuff. Right there. Hopefully it clears everything. Then we'll go with our eyes. Perfect. Let's go into our PDA beacon. Oh, not drop. Darn it. Actually, that works. Edit beacon name. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I picked it up from the emergency supply cache, because now I don't know where that was. But outpost 1. Yep. Okay. Get our oxygen back. Gonna need some solar. We need quartz and copper for that. Don't know if we had much of that left. Let's check our storage. Quartz, I know we didn't have any. Copper, also don't have any. But that's what our mineral detector would be for. It's already set to quartz, how convenient. I think we'll build like 4 of these. So I need 8 quartz. That's 1. 2. Here we go. Number 3. Titanium's fine, but copper would have been more convenient.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, so that's 4. Oh, let's put this away before that sea monkey steals it. Are you hiding? Or maybe it's below us. Oh, here we go. Little oxygen plant. Haha. I think that's number 5. Number 6. 7. And number 8. Perfect. Then we'll switch it to limestone to try to find the copper. It'd be nice if we could find another outcrop of copper ore. So maybe I'll set this to that. Just plain old copper ore. I think we needed a total of 4 of these, so that's 1. Two. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get as lucky with a cache. Again.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Now it's lead. Might need lead eventually, but... yeah, we'll switch this back to... I don't think we'll get as lucky. I think I went past it. Oh, the gel sacks popped up this time now, too. Which that leads me to believe that once we do find some stuff, they'll pop up on here. Okay, I think that's 3 copper ore. I think that's 4. Yeah, why not more titanium? Why not? Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to change the color of Outpost 1 as well. Head back over there, build our solar panels, which might not be as effective as they were in the first Subnautica. But like I said, this is an outpost, not an actual base. So it should be okay. Just kind of put one on each side. Ah, we need more quartz. I just thought about it. We
Power restored.
don't have a hatch
All
yet.
primary systems online.
It's not the end of the world. We'll just see what we need for it. And then go do it. Hatch. 1 quartz, 1 titanium. Got the titanium we need. Pop out the mineral detector, search for quartz again. And while I was messing with that, I actually saw that one in my vision, so didn't even need this. That's fine. I guess the one closer to the actual little pod, that can be where we put the hatch. Oh, it's running into... well, we could put a hatch here. That'll work. But yeah, I guess the thing was in the way. Perfect. And then... yeah, it's going to feel weird going out the side. But that's fine.